This is the recipe for an awesome Kappa biryani. Kappa is known as yuca in the USA. It's also known as tapioca and casava. We are making this with kappa and meaty bones and fatty meat of beef. Today we are going to make a Kappa biryani. We are going to make a big batch of Kappa biryani today with 5 pounds or 2.25 kilograms of kappa and 5 pounds of beef, which is also 2.25 kilograms. Adjust the ingredients accordingly if you are not using 5 pounds of beef and tapioca. This is going to be a very tasty and spicy and flavorful Kappa biryani. Peel, wash and slice 5 medium-sized onions. Cut the onions lengthwise in half. Remove the core and slice lengthwise like this. Let's slice all the onions like this. Peel and wash 1 part of garlic and chop those garlic. We are going to crush this chopped garlic, so there is no need to chop finely. Peel a 2.5 inch piece of ginger and chop that ginger. Also, no need to chop the ginger very finely. We are going to crush this ginger too. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. Also, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment and share the video with your friends and family. Chop 1 large jalapeno pepper or 3 long chili pepper. Put a pan on stove top in medium flame. Once the pan is warmed up, add a tablespoon of fennel seeds, 15 cardamom, 15 cloves, 3 star anise, some cinnamon sticks, half of a nutmeg mace and half a piece of a nutmeg. And roast these spices in medium flame until the fennel seeds turn brown. Stir this occasionally so it doesn't burn and roast evenly. Once the fennel seeds are turned brown evenly like this, turn the stove off and grind these spices together. Grind these spices very finely like this. For Kappa biryani, it is always better to use meaty bones and fatty pieces of beef. Here I have 5 pounds or 2.25 kilograms of meat. Cut the meaty bones into about 1.5 inch size pieces and fatty meat or meat into 1 inch size pieces. This is a mix of both meaty bones and fatty meat. Now let's marinate this meat by adding some spices. Add half of the roasted ground spices. Add a tablespoon of garam masala, 3 tablespoons of roasted coriander powder, 1 tablespoon of red chili powder and 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Then mix this well. Add a tablespoon of salt. Mix this well and set this aside for 30 minutes. I am going to use 5 pounds or 2.25 kilograms of kappa. I have a 5 pound bag of kappa here. See, the packet says yuca or casava. This was frozen kappa. I thawed it. We need to cut this kappa into 1 to 2 inch cubic size pieces. If you are using fresh kappa, peel and wash that and cut into pieces like this. Let's cut all these into 1 to 2 inch size pieces. Once we set aside the meat for marination for 30 minutes, add 8 ounces of water to it and mix that again. Cover it and let it cook in medium flame. Occasionally open the lid and stir it well. You may also need to add additional water if the water dries up and let this cook half the way through. Let's also cook the kappa in the meantime. Add water to cover the kappa well. Add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and let this cook in medium flame. Cook it well enough so we can mash this like cooking the potato for a mashed potato. 5 to 10 minutes after putting the beef on stove, open the lid and mix well. Then replace the lid and let it cook again. Crush the garlic And crush the ginger too. Once the beef is half cooked, add another tablespoon of salt, half from the crushed ginger, half of the crushed garlic, and half of the sliced onions, and half a cup of sliced coconut, and mix this well. Also add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and mix this again. Then replace the lid and let it cook the rest. Occasionally open the lid and stir a few times. Now our kappa is cooked well here. See, it's easily crumbling. Turn the stove off and drain the water completely. After draining the water, transfer that to the pot we used to cook the kappa and add a tablespoon of salt, 3 sprigs of curry leaves, and mash this well. I like this well mashed. Some people like it chunky. So if you don't like it well mashed, mash it coarsely. We mash the kappa very well. Put a pan on stove top in medium flame and let it warm up. Once the pan is warmed up, add 3 tablespoons of oil to it. I am using coconut oil. You can use any oil you like. And wait for the oil to warm up. Once the oil is warmed up, add 2 teaspoons of mustard seeds to it. And wait for the mustard seeds to splatter. Cover with a lid so the mustard seeds don't spread everywhere when it splatters. Once the mustard seeds are splattered, add the rest of the sliced onions to this. Add the remaining crushed ginger. Add the remaining crushed garlic and the chopped chili pepper. Add a pinch of salt for the onions to saute easily and mix this and saute in medium flame. Let it cook for about 4 minutes in medium flame. Mix it well occasionally in between so it cooks evenly. 4 minutes after adding the onions, add 4 sprigs of curry leaves, half a cup of sliced coconuts, 1 cup of grated coconut, and a teaspoon of fennel seeds to this. Then mix this again well and let this cook until the grated coconut is roasted well. Stir this every minute so it won't stick to the bottom of the pan. Meanwhile, our beef is cooked well here. Turn the stove off and set this meat aside. Once the coconut is roasted like this, see the brown color of the coconut, the grated coconut. Add 3 tablespoons of roasted coriander powder, 1 tablespoon of garam masala, 1 tablespoon of red chili powder, and the rest of the ground spices. And let this cook for 2 minutes so the raw taste of the spices won't be there anymore. Stir it well continuously for 2 minutes. At this time, move the beef back to the oven and turn it on. Set it on medium flame. 2 minutes after adding the spices, turn the stove off and add the sauteed onions and spices to the beef. And mix this carefully very well. Move this away from the stove and put a bigger pot on the stove. Carefully add this beef to the bigger pot. Then add the mashed kappa or yuca to this. Mix this very carefully. Once it is mixed well, add a teaspoon of ground black pepper to this. And mix that again while sitting on low flame. Now turn the stove off. Our kappa biryani is ready here. Hope all of you like the recipe. If so, please subscribe to the channel. Give a thumbs up, leave a comment and share the video with your friends and family. Thank you.